cut this out. And then I'm going to fill them in as I go along. Okay, so I just finished our first row. You'll notice there's little gaps that we are going to fill in with our next rows. And also that I put all of the pages so that the text is going the same way. So if somebody wanted to actually walk up to your wreath and try to read a page and figure out what book it is, they can. For our next row, we are going to trim our pages down by cutting off about an inch. You'll notice that each row gets gradually a little bit shorter, and if you wanted to, you could actually make them with multiple rows, going smaller and smaller with more layers. So we're going to use our handy ruler and just measure about 1 inch off. And since they're cone shaped, our sheets don't need to be exactly perfectly sized because no one's going to be able to tell since they are not all level. Okay, so I've marked off about 1 inch. I'm just going to take my scissors and cut across. If you happen to have a paper cutter, that would be a lot easier to do, but I know most of you guys probably don't have one of those at home. Okay, and now you'll notice our sheets are a little bit shorter than the previous rows. And we're gonna follow the same process, make cones with them and layer this row, and then we're going to do the same thing again, but make them a little shorter. We have officially finished our second row. And so for our third row, we are going to cut 2 inches off of our paper. So the ones that you already cut off 1 inch, you don't need to cut an additional 2 inches, you'll just cut 1 more inch off of that. So again, we're just going to measure out that length using our ruler, pen, and then cut them. Okay, so we have our sheets and we are going to do the same process that we have been doing. We are going to roll up our sheets and glue them onto our wreath. Okay, now I have my third row added on. Now this is where I am going to stop with mine, because I don't want it to get too thick. However, if you wanted to add more, you could, just taking off an extra inch with each row that you do. Go ahead and send us in the comments of the Positively Crafty page pictures of your creations. Happy crafting.